I thought I would do another grid journal. I'm trying to work out some ideas, and so I made a little, I might have shown this last time, but I just made this little cardboard cutout. So I just quickly draw the squares on the paper. This is just a sketchbook that I have. The paper is a little bit thick, so hopefully it'll take the medium. I'm going to try to use different stuff. I'm going to start with a pencil, and I'm just going to put in some marks. I tend to like abstract, but then I like to add something recognizable in it. So I'm going to start out like that, just with a pencil. I am going to wet the pencil marks. If you wet graphite, it kind of seals it in so it doesn't move for the next layer. My idea, and I'm trying not to think too much about it because this is just, sometimes you get a better effect if I'm not trying to like paint a landscape. So I've got this distress ink. It's Jim Holtz. This is called fossilized amber, and it's a very translucent. So I'm gonna just add a little bit. I'm thinking of this as a whole, so here, put a little there. I'm just kind of adding that. I like that already. Might just splatter a little water on that. Okay, kind of cool. I've got this green. This is just a craft paint, but I like this green, which is a Hauser light green, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of this here and there. Let's see, there. I'll come down here and add some. Just wet my brush and just sort of move this around a little bit. Just getting some marks. I am going to take my Stabilo and put some, maybe kind of like landscape, some horizontal lines in here, because I'd like to add maybe like a little cottage. Let's see, I'm going to use my matte medium to seal this Stabilo. The matte medium activates the Stabilo and makes it super dark, and it also seals it so that my next layer doesn't move as much. So I like that. That's looking a little landscapey. And I think what I want to do is add a little house into each one of them. A little cottage. That's what I'm going for. So I'm looking at what I've got here, and I just want to quickly sketch in I'm just going to do a couple of them because I don't want this video to be too long. But I'm just going to sketch in a couple of these shapes. Let's just start with that, and then I might add more. I'm going to take my Stabilo again and just basically touch where I put in these little cottages. There's one here. As you can tell, I'm not being very exact at all. I just kind of want that little shape in there. I think that's all I put in. Let's see, I got one here. Let's do one here. All right, now when I touch these with my matte medium, it is going to activate them. And I think I'm going to use the gray to gray down like one side of the cottage, like for shadow. All a little different. They're a little wonky. That's okay. It's just kind of a idea for color, that type of thing. So let's see, I do like them. I think I'm going to go ahead and add them to the rest of them. Add one there. This one could be right here. Down a little lower. Let's see, we got a space here for one. There. Is that all of them? Nope, new one here. I like the randomness of the colors that I've already put in. And you can tell the houses are not anywhere exact. I just want to add them in. Okay, I've got one in each one and I've sealed them. So now let's I'm going to take kind of a pretty blue and I'm going to add some of the yellow to it that I used to kind of make my colors in harmony. I'm going to add some white, some blue, and that yellow. Maybe a little bit of the green. I might just add all the colors and try to come up with a sky blue, but it'll definitely be grayed down because I've added the other colors into it. And I'm going to put a sky in. Try not to cover everything. I'll leave some of the green that I've already got down. I'm just trying to carve out the house a little bit and where there would be sky, but see, I don't want to cover that green up. I like that. I love this yellow. Just trying to carve the house out a tiny bit. Put the blue there, there, and there. I'll leave that yellow, whatever that is. Very abstract, but I think it's getting the point. And you could go, I could do as much as I want. I can start adding stuff to the house. windows, that type of thing, darkening here and there. This one, the whole sky was left, so I'll just put the whole sky in. I'm just doing these really quick, really not thinking a whole lot about it. I'm just trying to get the idea of what if I just added these pencil marks. I added some ink and some lines. And I do like it. I like the effect of when I'm not trying so hard to draw something. See, I love these. I dipped right into the blue, so you can tell that's a little bluer, which is cool. Alright, so I've kind of got that in. Now, let's see. I think I'm going to add a little bit of a purple to my blue. And a tiny bit of black. Oops. Well, I'm dropping everything, all right. Just made a mess. Hold on one second. I'm gonna let that dry for just a second. I'll clean up my mess down here. Alright, so that's dried a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of black and purple. I added it to my other colors. And I'm going to just add a shadow to this side of these houses and see what that looks like. I kind of like that yellow, but I'm going to go over that. Just adding it to each one, see what that does. Some look more like little cottages than others. Alright, I'm going to take some of my lime green that I like to use. These are just some of my favorite colors. And I'm going to add just a touch behind the house, maybe touch right in front. Where I've left some space, I can add just taking each one and I like that where I did the dark green down here. Let's see here what we have. I could do a lot more to this one. I don't want the video to be too long. But you kind of get the idea of the color. I think I'll take my pencil again and just touch here and there, make some marks, random. I'm gonna just touch right here, put in a few little windows where I see really white. See what they look like. Sometimes you can just touch in a little window. I did that with the Stabilo. Now if I touch that with a little bit of matte medium, alright, I love those, and you can see where you could just keep going. Like I could put another layer of blue on the sky, I could add more, but for just a very abstract, adding some pencil, some Stabilo, a few colors, drawing the houses in super quick. I love the effect of that, and I could see where I could start a painting and then really start to refine it, and I could make the houses much clearer by painting around them or add dark greens. But I love that. I think it's a great way to use a grid journal to kind of get an idea for painting. So thank you very much for watching.